There's speculation that Roaring Kitty is again purchasing calls for GameStop. Tons of calls are being purchased, and this lines up exactly with that sheet that Biggie released yesterday on Reddit. If any of you guys have seen the post, with Roaring Kitty basically hurting, manipulating market makers, essentially causing the share price to go higher. Now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about in today's video, so make sure to watch it all the way through. Like the video for me, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can get to 28K on this video alone. Okay, one quick thing before we jump into some of the data. Roaring Kitty has an average price on GameStop of $23.41, which means now today the price has been trading under his average. He was down over $4 million on the day. What is the plan? The plan is probably something that we have already figured out as retail investors and what he is doing. Now again, Roaring Kitty recently played the Uno reverse card. He has not yet played the wild card. Now I want to point out one thing on GameStop's short volume. Take a look up here. Off exchange short volume is majority of the volume. And then the blue that you see is NYSE, right? That's where the lit exchange volume comes from, and there's barely any, especially lately over the past month or so. And you can see that right here. Disgusting. And today alone, we saw AMC's off exchange volume above 74%, and at one point reaching above 80%. So they're routing almost every single order that people are placing through dark pools, through non-lit exchanges. Be careful where you're purchasing, figure out where you can purchase that are going to be on lit markets, all that other stuff, so on and so forth. Now, before we get into the charts, AMC short interest is sitting at 15.37% according to Ortex. Again, we pay attention to this for the trend. We assume it is much greater than that. Now, there has been a theory that Nvidia is the hedge against GameStop, right? This is how the charts move. GameStop sells off, Nvidia scales higher. This is just another tinfoil hat theory. However, Citadel Securities' most sold asset is, you guessed it, Nvidia. If you guys have any info on this, drop it in the comments down below and let me know what you think about this. We're going to touch on Nvidia a little bit later, but let's jump into GameStop's chart. Not one thing has deciphered the cycles from 2021 yet on GameStop or AMC, and we know exactly where they're going. So I'm going to disclose right now, I added GameStop calls, I added AMC calls, I added GameStop shares, and I put those in Discord as soon as I took those trades, and I'm going to explain why I did that right here. If you take a look at GameStop, we got this flush down right here. We hit the bottom and then we traded out this little channel and we came down, and we should be nearing a bottom right now or by July 2nd. And it could potentially be right now since these cycles are likely to be shrunk and rip higher, meaning this rip where you see in the chart in green here could happen like this right before it actually comes, and you hit this high before it's actually planned, right? July 9th, July 10th, July 8th instead of July 12th, 13, 14, 15, right? This is something that you could see if the cycle is sped up, and I just want to point that out there. Overall, nothing has changed. Everything is playing out perfectly. We want to see GameStop hold above 2140 and we will be fine, right? As long as we're above 2140, we are fine. But again, GameStop is trading right under Roaring Kitty's average, so that is something to note as well. Before we jump into AMC's chart, GameStop is also tightening on the Bollinger Bands on the 4-hour time frame, and whenever the Bollinger Bands contract, that is prepping them for an expansion move. You can see they contracted back here, GameStop ripped, they expanded, right? Contracted right here, GameStop ripped, they expanded, and we are contracting once again. These same cycles, the same exact amount of time, looking like we are about to have a large move. Now, this doesn't necessarily indicate a large move to the upside, but based on everything that we're seeing, that is what we assume is coming. AMC trading at 436, down 4.7%. Take a look at the price we're trading at, 436. 435 is the bottom that we want to hold on AMC, and this is exactly what is happening. These cycles are not different. I can show you. Take a look at this bottom, right? This bottom, same correlation to this bottom that we're seeing right now, right? It's a slightly higher bottom, in which case the same exact setup, slightly higher bottom, meaning what's going to happen? You're going to bounce here at 435, a light bounce, come back down, test it once again around 440 before essentially moving higher. And I think today is the bottom for AMC and GameStop, and I think it's a final buying opportunity. Nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to put this on your radar, how important this is to pay attention to. Watch this level for a hold, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I did put my money where my mouth is, so it doesn't even matter. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And we have something really messed up, right? Market makers have gotten the SEC to side with them. The SEC sides with hedge funds as well as market makers. The SEC approved Torch prospectus for the merger with MMAT. Now the SEC filed a complaint on the dividend that they approved, but that's not it. The SEC just charged the Metamaterials former CEOs with market manipulation, fraud, and other violations. Okay, jumping into the S&P 500, we are holding the 1618 on the fib. I said we want to hold above 543. As long as we do that, we are golden. We barely held it. In fact, we flashed below yesterday, and today we are just holding this channel, getting a tight hammer candle right here. We need to see watch for momentum. We need to see momentum build, and we need to see what direction the SPY is going to choose. Now, Nvidia actually got a pump up 6% on the day, just like we called out off of this level. It's beautiful, but you're going to keep a side eye on this because we really need to see if Nvidia actually has the momentum to scale back higher all the way up to 140, and honestly that might not be a likely scenario. So keep an eye on SPY as well as Nvidia, and of course Bitcoin coming up to retest 61,500 and is having a lot of trouble at this level. This is a crucial level for Bitcoin. This is exactly what we called out for the bearish setup. If it comes up and retests this, it ends up scaling down. However, if it hugs this trend line, slightly trades above 61, comes up to 62.5, channel trades, and then it's likely to rip by around early August. This is something that you could see as well if the bearish scenario doesn't play out, but we want to see Bitcoin go above 61,500. Doge, I just wanted to bring up really quick because we said we had to hold 11 cents. We got two bounces right around that 11-cent area. As of right now, Doge is still not necessarily extremely bearish like Bitcoin. But again, you really want to make sure that Dogecoin is going to hold 11 cents here. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. I'm going to be bringing up a stock in the morning for pre-market, so make sure to have notifications on so you guys can come see that. And if you want up to 15 free stocks that you can sell or hold on to, up to you, for doing absolutely nothing, this second link under the video is a free broker, just like Webull or Robinhood or eTrade or Fidelity. It's called Moomoo. They have an extremely good interface, but once you use my link, open an account, and make a deposit into there, they're giving you up to 15 free stocks and letting you earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash that sits in their account. I don't know any other platform that is giving good benefits like this. So again, use my link, open an account, and make a deposit. And if you don't have a ton of other benefits or are paying for them, you're getting level 2 order book data for free on here, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, a customizable earnings calendar, and more. Again, that is the second link. The top link is for my custom indicator that you can add to your trading view charts. It is pattern detection and forecasting, and it also gives smart targets, and we are adding more stuff to the indicator. It just takes time, so make sure to go get that. Discord, best Discord for the price. It's a coffee a month. I'm not overcharging like everyone else. You won't even notice it. For the value, for the education, for the leveling up that you get in your trading journey. Overall, get in here. Come see my trades as soon as I take them. Talk with me. Talk with the most amazing people. And we have options trading alerts in there. All that good stuff. That is it. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.